see you on the next video because I can, yeah. We're here again. And the reason that we are is because, what do you think? What do you think happened? Yep, ran out of time. And we had just put on this Ardency in copper color on the lid after we've done this look. And I realized that I really liked the white of the Sigma Beauty Versailles. That's a singlet color. And so I'm going to add that back to the front part of the lid. Just want to blend it out more and make it a little whiter, not so yellowy. Because now I see why they call it copper. It's more like a yellow gold. It's not really copper. Copper has more pink. And this doesn't. Does that do good enough? Maybe a little more. The only thing about adding color is you also add, you're adding powder, which dries the look out. Okay? So that's the only thing to be careful of. Okay, so we've got all this on. And again, I'm going to blend out just the edges of everything. Don't over blend, because if you over blend, then the whole point of you getting these colors on there, they start looking muddy. I did have a little fallout there. Okay, so now we shall choose mascara. Either CoverGirl's Lash Blast, which I do like, or Maybelline's Pumped Up Colossal, both in waterproof. I know you're sitting there going, didn't you just get some new Chanel? Yes, I did. I'm going to use this today. I know you're like, what's going on with her? She's so weird lately. Okay, so remember to put your eyelash curler right on the lid and it will pop the lashes up, and then you crimp them down. And remember, your first crimp is straight up, and so it's like an L position, like that. And I do hold it for about 10 seconds or more. Whereas some people just go crimp, crimp, and they're done. I don't do that. But that, you know, I don't do anything the way everybody else does. Alright, and then I let go a little bit and kind of recrimp it and back towards the socket. And why do I do that? Because you now are taking it from a straight up position, an L position where it goes straight out and up, to curling up and back. And because you want the curl, not just a crimp. So, or it depends on what you want. I don't know. And then I go to the other eye. Again, put the base of the eyelash curler right on the lid, and it will pop those lashes right up. And now we are in the L position. The L position. And from this position, we are going, I don't know, how long have I been crimping this? An hour? Let it out a little and curl it backward. And you see I bounce it a little bit some. Okay. Now if I was like really having my game on, I would do that same exact process again. Whoops. It's a tissue. Need a tissue. Okay, and then also remember, wipe off your eyelash curler. Just put it right in between the two little things and rub it back and forth and make sure you get that off. It's better if you use a makeup wipe remover because this tissue will put down a little bit of tissue residue, so you gotta shake that off. Okay, so now I really like the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal. Of course, you know that I get it in black and I get it in waterproof. Usually I like to heat it, and one of the best ways to heat it, and people are going to be like, you're serious? I literally, can't believe I'm sharing this. Sometimes when I'm sitting and getting ready, I will sit it straight up and down between my legs. Why? Because it is very warm there. Unless you're so skinny, there's no heat. But I'm so not skinny, there's plenty of heat. And by the time you pull it up, it's just body temperature. Or, same thing, just under your arm. I know people are like, what? What do you want to do? Microwave it? Stick it in boiling water? It's always better if it's warmed. So I didn't do that. So it's not going to be better. But we'll do the best we can with what we have. Alright, these are the tiniest little mirrors that I'm working with. Look how tiny this is. But that's all you need. I rest the heel of my hand on my chin to make sure I'm really steady, and then I tip out the ends where you just go back and forth. Be careful not to hit your nose, which I've done, or your eyelid. And then I'm pushing these little inner lashes towards the nose, And I'm kind of coating the outer lashes, and now I'm starting outward and moving in, just straight up, and then a little towards the nosy. Oops. There. And then go your first pass on your lower lashes, just wiggle it right. Try not to hit your skin. You can look up and it will help with that. If you've got really long lashes, you're going to have to wait for your top lashes to dry before you do this, or you'll have little lashes up there. And I didn't even go in here and re-put some new on, but I will. And I'm going to hit that little outer lash area, and then straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, and towards the nosy. And first pass, the wiggle. And all you're doing is getting the mascara on the root base of your lashes when you do that little wiggle. Kind of hits both sides of the lashes. Okay, so now I am going to go back in here, and again, because it is not warmed, it's kind of pasty instead of a little more liquidy. But that's okay. You just don't want to get so pasty, because then it's kind of dry and it crumbles. All right, so now I'm going to just tip again, well, a little lighter this time. And again, I'm going to coat the lashes. And I usually do, and every day I do 2 passes on my upper lashes and 2 on my lower. Sometimes I'll go to 3. It just depends on if it's not looking like it came out too good that day. And it may be one of those days, guys. Because when you crimp your lashes, you never know what they're really going to do. And some people are very against eyelash curlers for that very reason, that it bends the lash and, oops. And they don't like it. But that's okay. They don't have to. They're not my eyes. They're their eyes. And these are my eyes. And I want to. And I got a little boogdia. If you ever booger up, it's always good to, when I say booger up, you made a booger boo. It's always good to have a tissue. I have a little tissue right here. And you can have a makeup wipe or a tissue, either one. Oops, I do need to go back in here for my other layer. And I'm swirling around inside. Don't go in and out. And people say it's because it takes bacteria back down in there. Every time you put this on your eyelashes and you go down in there, you're taking bacteria down in there. But what it actually does do that's not good is it takes a lot of air down in there, and it'll dry that out really fast. Right, so I'm tipping out again. And doing a little inner one towards the nosy. And we're just going to fan them out. This one outward. And sometimes if you kind of go down on the lash, it gets that tip in and it looks so much thicker. But sometimes like it just hit it kind of gooped up, so then you got to get the extra off. You do have to move kind of quickly when you're doing mascara, because especially waterproof, it dries really quick. That's part of why it sets so well. There we go. I didn't do that. Sometimes it's good to just very slowly almost hold it up like that. And look how that makes them stand up straighter. Isn't that funny? The only thing I can think of that's in this, besides wax, is alcohol that would make this dry so fast, which isn't exactly healthy for your lashes. But I did try some with, what was it, oil, argan oil or something in it, and it was a mess. It did not work good at all. Didn't like it at all. I think I returned it when I got another one of these. So I feel like that's good for the day. Do you like? If you like, please like. By the way, I never tell you guys, please like these videos, because I'll see views but no likes. Does that mean you don't like me? And you don't like my videos? Don't like my videos? I think you like me. Don't you? Don't ever tell me if you don't. Anyway. Don't ever write me and say, Beth, I don't like you. Just check out, man. Alright, so I am going to make sure I didn't get any little crumblies. So I'm using my little Sigma Kabuki brush, which I've shown y'all before. I love this thing. And I always keep a little touch of powder on it. So because you saw that that's off, again, I'm going to take my tissue and kind of just get anything off of that. But then I always preload it, just in case it's all you can grab and you don't have time for it and the compact. So all you do to preload a kabuki, that's a travel kabuki, is you swirl it around. Don't make a bunch of dust. Just kind of get it on there real good. See how it's in there? And I'm kind of turning it and getting some more on there. Don't tap it off. Close it up. Travel kabukis are made that as you tighten this up, it tightens the brushes down and it holds the powder in there. And so now this is a traveling brush and compact. How's that? Do you like that? However, I try to keep it upright because obviously if you turn it upside down, some's coming out. Not out of there, but just into the lid there, you know. I don't know. I hope you're enjoying your tea or your coffee or your cocoa or whatever it is you're drinking. Maybe you like tomato juice. You know my favorite tomato juice is Mr. and Mrs. T's Bloody Mary Mitts. Oh, I love it because it's salty. It's really salty and it's really rich flavors and it's hot. It's really hot. Another one is Spicy V8, but it's not as spicy as Mrs. T's or I think that's the name of it. It's some kind of Bloody Mary Mitts. I don't know. I don't really drink Bloody Marys, but if I ever did, I would probably choose that mix. Anyway, it's a great tomato juice. So I put on my lip gloss, and again, you know I don't usually wear it, but this Stay Glossy from Rimmel, I absolutely enjoy this. This is number 50, 57, or number 1. I can't tell. And it has a little crown on the top. Isn't that cute? Anyway, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you again soon. Remember to subscribe, tell your friends about me, and like. Bye, 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 bye. Bye!